evening, I'm Seth Meyers, and here are tonight's top stories. In Egypt, tens of thousands of protesters angry with the policies of Hosni Mubarak clashed with police in what was called a day of rage. Sort of like what we have here every time the McRib goes away again. Representative Michelle Bachmann this week created a controversy when she said in a speech that the Founding Fathers worked tirelessly until slavery was no more. Apparently, she spent her high school history class looking off to the right of the blackboard. President Obama on Tuesday delivered the State of the Union address, America's annual opportunity to half-heartedly applaud the idea of solar panels. Yeah, okay. Never going to happen. During the address, President Obama also called on Americans to do big things. So get ready for the new KFC Triple Down. This week, Comcast officially took control of NBC Universal, and I have to say, things are better already. Seriously, I have to say that. This week, despite riots and calls for his resignation, Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak refused to step down and has instead fired his entire cabinet. Here to explain, and I can't believe we got him to come all the way here, is Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak.
Thank you, Seth. This is a very difficult time for everyone. People in Egypt are very upset.
Yes, well, they're upset because they want you to resign.
No, Seth. They love me. They're upset because the internet is down. They can't check the emails and the blogs. It's very frustrating.
No, the internet is down because the government shut it down.
What? No. The minute the internet went down, my administration began efforts to get it back up and running.
What did you do?
We called Time Warner. They gave us a 4-hour window from noon to 4 in which they promised to come and service the problem. So I wait around, and then it's like 3:55, I have to run to a meeting. And sure enough, that is when they show up.
Mr. President, come on.
Time Warner is more like, take your time, Warner. That's my government job.
Yeah, okay. I feel like we're getting off track. I think what people want to know is, do you intend to stay in power?
Is that I have been the democratically elected leader of Egypt for 30 years.
Yeah, how can you be in power for 30 years in a democracy?
I'm beloved. You know, my approval rating is 115%. And, numbers don't lie.
Yeah, I feel like you're missing the signal.
Egyptians have never been great with signals. Read the Bible. We needed 10 plagues before we let the Israelites go. 10! We had locusts, toads raining from the sky, rivers turning into blood, and still we were like, let's see how this plays out. You know what I mean? So you'll have to excuse me if I'm not too worried about a couple of guys in Adidas sweatshirts, throwing bricks. And besides, if I resign, what am I going to do? I've been an Egyptian president for 30 years. Is there another Egypt that needs a president that I don't know about? You know what I mean? That is why I'm willing to take the following steps to prove that I'm willing to change. Now, number 1, I'm firing my cabinet. Good. Okay. 2, I'm hiring a new cabinet made up of fired members of the old cabinet.
Is that it?
Yes, we can.
No. Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak.
30 more years.
Representative Dennis Kucinich has filed a lawsuit against the cafeteria in the House of Representatives, saying that he suffered dental damage from a sandwich wrap that contained an unpitted olive. And just think, that guy was this close to being our president. Charlie Sheen on Thursday was taken to the hospital suffering from an aggravated hernia after he reportedly spent more than 24 hours partying with 5 women and a briefcase full of cocaine. It was a smart move keeping the cocaine in a briefcase, because then if anyone saw him, they'd definitely think, there goes Charlie Sheen with some paperwork. That 50-year-old man with sunglasses and cargo shorts must be going to an important meeting. It was noted that for the first time in Super Bowl history, neither of the teams competing have cheerleaders. No word yet on how players from either team will remember to go. Green Bay had cheerleaders at one point, but stopped after 1965 tragic frozen human pyramid incident. Two women in New York are suing the trendy Standard Hotel, alleging that they were fired from their waitressing jobs for not being willowy, svelte, and statuesque. Though I think they got fired for spending their work hours reading a thesaurus. Scientists are saying that elderly people may have trouble driving because they don't focus enough on the moving objects in the foreground and instead focus on interracial couples on the sidewalk. The Oscar nominations were announced this week. Here to comment, and I've been asked to read it this way, Tyler Perry presents Tyler Perry.
Hello, Seth. Hello, everyone. I'm Tyler Perry. Well, the Oscar nominations are out, and once again, I was left out. Not one nomination. Poor Tyler Perry. Oh, what? There's money everywhere. But, you know, I do have 28 Essence Awards. That's 3 more than Holly Robinson Peete. But no Oscar nominations. So I've been studying the kinds of movies that get nominated. There's The Social Network. It's about a group of Harvard kids fighting over billions of dollars. Or The King's Speech, about a rich king who is embarrassed when talking in front of people. These are the types of win-win, low-stakes situations that I call white people problems. Meanwhile, I've been doing movies about overcoming drug addiction, marital infidelity, and dealing with life in prison, all featuring a big, sassy woman in a house coat. And all I've got to show for it is $800 million.
So, Tyler, have you ever really tried to make an Oscar movie?
Oh, absolutely, Seth. I thought For Colored Girls was going to be my Oscar picture, until later someone pointed out that the title reminded people of a sign next to a water fountain in the 1950s. Never even crossed my mind. My best friend is Oprah. So now I'm trying to forget it. My next movie is guaranteed to get some Oscar notice. It's about a brilliant student at North Carolina A&T who creates the top African-American social networking site in the world. It's called Tyler Perry Presents I Can Do Internet All By Myself. The film stars Jesse Eisenberg, a seasoned veteran of white people movies like Adventureland, where a young man is sad because he has a job. It features my alter ego, Medea, as his sassy but wise roommate.
So is it a drama or a comedy?
Well, that's like all my movies, it makes wild swings from broad comedy into dismal melodrama. You think that's a little strange? Maybe so. Maybe 20 million Tyler Perry fans are wrong. Excuse me. Oh, what? Oh, have some money, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
I own an island. So please, mark your calendars, for I can do internet all by myself. It's got Jesse Eisenberg, Medea, and Cicely Tyson as Bill Gates. Your move, Academy.
Tyler Perry, everyone. So much money. According to new research, couples who have been together for more than 20 years can still be just as much in love as people who are at the beginning stages of a relationship. The keys are a healthy sex life and making sure your spouse doesn't find out about your healthy sex life. A woman in Argentina who was trying to commit suicide survived after she jumped from the 23rd floor of a hotel and landed on a taxi. And you know if that had happened in New York, someone would have yelled, "Hey, that's my cab!" It was reported this week that Lady Gaga is developing her own fragrance that she wants to smell like semen and blood. The new fragrance will be called Hotel Mattress. Excuse me, are you wearing Hotel Mattress? No? So it's just semen and blood? Well, it was very nice meeting you. MTV announced that the fourth season of Jersey Shore will take place in Italy, which, God willing, will segue into an awesome episode of Locked Up Abroad.